Okay, I'm not a commentary channel, guys. I don't dabble in commentary. I don't dabble in drama and my opinion being heard on YouTube and all that. These Doritos that I tried, the new XXL Crunch Doritos I tried at the cinemas today, were actually so rank. They were so bad. I don't care. I need to get this out here. Do not buy the XXL Doritos. Like the cheddar cheese flavor, stay away. If you see them at like your local Walmart in America or Coles in Australia and you think to yourself, I'm kind of hungry right now. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video, gonna watch a movie, and you see those things in the store and you choose to buy them. I'm sorry, you've done yourself a great disservice actually buying these Doritos. I went to the movies today with a bunch of my mates and my girlfriend. We went around, we had KFC, went shopping, I got a little ring, that was pretty cool, pretty nice little ring there. And we go into this movie, right? We're a bit mischievous, we sneak in some snacks. We sneak in some chips. I think my mate got like a big M or like a big up, whatever the fuck it's called, like a milk carton. It's like banana milk or some shit. We get all our snacks and we're watching the new Alien movie. So we sit down and, you know, everyone's kind of hyped for the Alien movie. It's gonna be a pretty scary movie apparently. It's gonna have a lot off the first one. Me, my girlfriend, and my friend are all sitting in this row, right? And I'm in the middle of my girlfriend and my mate, who's on the left side of me. My girlfriend's on the right side of me. I go to open the XXL cheesy Doritos and I fully gag when I open them. You know what it smells like? It smells like fucking powdered camp cheese. It smells like cheese you'd sprinkle over like a casserole made on a Bunsen burner at your local high school. It smelled terrible, all right? It smelled like expired powdered cheese. It smelled horrible. And like, I opened the bag and I take a whiff and I gag. I fully gag. I'm like, I'm not eating this. I'm fully not eating this. And my mate on the left side of me, he looks at me. He's like, oh, what are you doing, mate? It's just chips. It can't smell that bad. He was wrong. He takes the bag off me. He opens it and he sniffs and he goes like, I kid you not, he's like, he puts his head away and he's like, oh my God, mate, what did you buy? My mate are laughing about how terrible these chips are, right? And we haven't even tried one yet. Like, this is just the fucking entree. This is the smell. This isn't even the main course. And my girlfriend on the right side of me, she's like, oh, it can't be that bad. They're just cheesy chips. What's the worst that can happen? She takes the bag. She opens it again and she smells it. And I kid you not, she throws the bag like away from her, like to me. She like chucks it a chair over to me, whips her head away from me. She's like, oh my God, what is that smell? I think the XXL cheesy cheddar Doritos are the worst chip ever made in existence. Like, I guarantee you, if you got every other chip in a lineup, right? I'm talking pickle flavored Pringles, Blue Heat Takis. I'm talking, if you got all of them in a lineup and you told like a chip connoisseur, right? I'm just imagining this Italian guy with like a stash and like one of those hats. He comes up and he tries each chip. He wouldn't be able to stomach the XXL cheesy Doritos. I guarantee you, he takes one bite out of it and he spits it out and he's like, oh. He wouldn't be able to stomach it. He wouldn't be able to stomach the triple cheesy Doritos. They're that bad. They were actually so horrible. And after we had this little debacle about like how bad it smelt, guys, I took a chip out of the chip bag and I took a bite out of the chip. I laid it on my tongue and I took a little bite. I didn't eat the whole chip. I wasn't feeling frisky that day. I only took a bite. All right, I only took a bite of this chip. And let me tell you, there have been a lot of artificial flavors made over the course of the 21st century. There have been pickle flavored Pringles. There have been nacho cheese CCs. Hell, the Coles branded nacho chips were better than the abomination I put on my mouth. I feel bad for my taste buds. I think my taste buds want a divorce from me after that. It was so rancid. It tasted like, imagine you cook a gnocchi, like a gnocchi meal, right? It's like, you know, like that Japanese stuff. And you add some like powdered cheddar cheese, right? You slam it in the microwave for 20 minutes. The cheese is all melted over the gnocchi. It's really like, you know, nice and creamy. And then you leave it outside in the state of Austin, Texas, like the city of Boston, in a midsummer day. And you leave it outside the entire day. And then you take it back in and you slam it in the microwave for another 20 minutes. That's how it tasted. That's exactly how it tasted. It tasted like Boston, Texas, heated, fried gnocchi with cheese on top, powdered cheese. It tasted so bad. It would have been the saving grace. Like the texture of the chip would have been the saving grace. For some reason, the chip was soggy. It was a soggy, crunchy chip. How do you mess up that bad? How do you make a soggy chip meant to be crunchy? Like, I need to go to the Doritos factory and like triple check if the employees aren't like AI generated robots made off like Wall-E for like two credits, right? And the worst part is I paid $6 for this packet of chips. I paid the same amount as 2 packets of chips. I could have gotten 2 nacho cheese Doritos for $3.50 each, $6.70. I paid $6.70 for this bag of chips, and I ate 1. Right? I look over at my girlfriend, and she looks back at me, and she's like, "Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Don't eat those." And I was like, as a joke, I was like, "Oh yeah, do you wanna smell my breath? Do you wanna like get a whiff of my breath, see if it's actually that bad?" And she's like, "Oh, okay," because I only eaten 1 chip, right? I only eaten 1 chip. I had Skittles and I had a Coke next to me. I had the bottled Coke. It was so good. You know what? If you're ever in an area, right? If you're ever with mates or if you're ever alone and you go into a store and you see Coke in a glass bottle, buy it. I don't care what you're doing next. I don't care if you're going to a family function, a funeral, whatever. Buy the bottled Coke and chug it. I guarantee you it'll make your day 10 times better than if you didn't buy it, right? So my girlfriend leans over and I do this. I go, right? I like take a short breath and she sniffs the air. And I kid you not, she does the exact same thing when the bag was open. She was like, turns her head away quick. And I don't blame her at all, right? I don't blame her for turning her head away. The fucking Exorcist just happened in front of her. The scene from The Shining when the 2 girls are like talking at the same time and it's really fucking freaky. Like, I don't blame her at all, right? I don't blame her one bit. And she looks at me and she says to me, she's like, "Go throw those in the bin," right? And it was like, I was like, okay. Because I don't blame her for that at all. I was like, oh shit. And I didn't have enough money to buy popcorn at that point because popcorn at the cinemas is overpriced as fuck, like from inflation or something. So I had 8 schmeckles to my name. I had 8 schmeckles and she was asking me to go buy some popcorn. I'm like, shit, okay, but I don't have any money for popcorn. And she's like, "I will transfer you some. I will transfer you some. Pay me back. I don't care. Go buy popcorn. Do not eat those." And you know what? I agree with her. If I was her and if I ate that packet of chips and she had to endure that breath the entirety of the movie, I'd break up with me, all right? I don't care. I would never speak to me again if I actually willingly ate an entire bag of XXL cheesy Dorito crunchy chips. I would never speak to me. So then it gets solved. I go back out and like, it's at that point of the movie where the ads are still playing, so it's not really like that important to be there, you know, like what's the ads, big fucking deal. It's all like shitty movies anyway. So I go out, I run to the entrance, I buy some popcorn, I run back and we share a bag of popcorn together. The movie was kind of scary and that's where the story ends. So in conclusion, if you ever have the misfortune of considering to buy XXL cheesy Doritos, don't buy them. Just save yourself, please. Do not buy them. They are the worst chip ever made. Worse arguably than pickle flavored Pringles. That's the end of my little rant.